Hey guys, so there have been a lot of personal life changes since the last time we talked. After years of telling people to just fucking do it, fucking do the thing, make the thing, do what it is that you have passion for, I myself have fucking did it. And I quit my day job to do full-time design, illustration, and cartooning, which is about as terrifying as that sounds. But I will get into that in a different video. I want to keep this short because I forgot to dump all the photos off of this SIM card, so I only have like 5 minutes or so. Anyway, C2E2, it's Chicago's big ass Comic Con or pop culture convention. I don't think there's such a thing as like a straight up giant Comic Con anymore. They all have other stuff like movies and celebrities and all that other kind of stuff. And C2E2 is Chicago's version of the New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con or Emerald City Comic Con. And so I booked this show before I made the decision to quit. So I had everything set up. I had flights set, hotel booked. My friend Brandon Chalmers from Super Art Fight was coming out to be my table mate and help me out with stuff. We had table space with the Digital Pimps. Phil Chan of Digital Pimp is one of my favorite human beings. If you ever meet him in person, you'll understand why, because he's just that friggin' amazing. So everything was set. I knew that I wasn't really going to sell well at this show. My stuff doesn't tend to, I haven't found my convention audience yet. Like, I do pretty good at Small Press Expo, and I used to do good at Kineticon. I'm not going to be able to do Kineticon this year, but Kineticon, my success at Kineticon is directly due to Super Art Fight. We're kind of a thing there, so people know me and they're familiar with my work. But if I was to go into a Kineticon fresh, just starting out with my stuff, it would take a few years to do that show before people started recognizing me and coming to see me and all that kind of stuff, which is why Small Press Expo kind of works for me, because it's local and I've been doing the show for a number of years now. So I knew going into Chicago that it wasn't an ideal situation. The travel is a bit much, the hotels are a bit much, and I don't live close to Chicago, so I don't have like a local fan base to cultivate and build. But I thought I would do better than I did. The show kind of really kicked my ass. A couple of things that should have been warning signs for me. When we got there, so the Digital Pimps have a booth space in the retail area, which is different than the artist alley. So this is where like you have people selling back issues and toys and things like that. And so we were in that area, the retail area, instead of the artist alley. And the theory is that when people are shopping in the retail area, they're open to buying things that they might not necessarily see, in theory. So we had a corner booth, which sounds like an amazing spot, and it usually is, but there were a lot of empty spaces in the retail area. A lot of vendors didn't show up. A lot of spaces were not sold. That's a bad sign. That means it's not good money for the vendors, and if they're not returning, there's something wrong with that section. So, but we soldiered on. We decided that we were going to give it a go because we're there. It's Chicago. We got to make some money so we can afford to do the show. First day, Friday. Friday sales are always kind of low, but this was extremely bad. It was so bad that Phil said, fuck it, we're going to move. So he got in touch with his sales rep, and we moved to a better section with a lot more foot traffic. Saturday, we got a lot of people looking at our stuff, a lot of people walking through, but the nature of our spot, it was in between like a place people wanted to go and another place that people wanted to go. So while there was a lot of foot traffic, not a whole lot of people stopping to look at our stuff. So that was kind of disappointing. My feeling is whenever you do a show that big and there's money walking around, if you don't do well at the show, it's your fault. There's something wrong with your stuff. There's something wrong with the way you're tabling it. It's not connecting with the audience. And, in this case, I definitely feel like there was enough people there to make a lot of money. The announcement over the loudspeaker was that like this is one of the best attended C2E2s in history. So there was money to be made, but I was not able to make it because for whatever reason my stuff wasn't able to connect with the audience there. But I'll go into more depth in a later video. I just wanted to get this out there and just do a review. So For me personally, C2E2 kind of sucked. I love Chicago. The food we had Friday and Saturday night was amazing. We actually went in Thursday night, so Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night we had amazing dinners. It was awesome. I love Chicago. I would live there if I had to choose another city to live in. But the show kicked my ass, and I feel like I'm partially to blame, but I also feel like the show kind of isn't so good for some of the retailers, which is why there were so many empty spaces. I hear that the Artist Alley was doing gangbusters, so maybe if I had a little bit more money to play with, I would try to do the Artist Alley a couple years in a row and see if I could build that. I got cut off. So anyway, yeah, that's my quick and dirty review of C2E2. Yeah, I just can't afford to do it too many more years. If I had more money to play with, I would be able to do it if I was still rocking the day job, but I'm not anymore. So shows count a little bit more than they used to for my overall income. So anyway, thanks for checking this out. Trying something new with the video and stuff. We'll see if I like it, if I keep with it. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll check you later. Bye.